This movie was about
Lights, camera, action is going down. For my ATL movies, when we run this town with your host, T-Will, yeah, keeping it real. From the A to the screen, you can feel the thrill. Rolling with the classics, we're setting the pace. Highlighting the magic of our soulful space. Got the vibe, got the crew, making it tight. When the screen lights up, everything feels right. Grab your popcorn, let's make it loud. T-Will, T-Will. It's movie time, ATL style. Stand proud. From the silver screen to the hearts we steal. T-Will, T-Will. Every frame we capture is a real deal. Yeah. Talking premieres where the stars align. ATL views, yeah, they really shine. Behind the lens, capture.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, 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 ATL fans. Welcome, movie fans. Welcome, New York fans. You are in for a treat this morning. I see you, D Cottle. This is an interview with Mr. D Cottle, who is a Knicks fan and a thespian, as they say. That is that Greek? I think that is a Greek.
Yeah, I think it's Greek, yeah.
For actor. But I've known D Cottle, or Dwayne, as we knew him back in the day, from going on, man, almost 20 years. We worked together a long time ago, and he's been acting ever since, man. And I had to take this opportunity to do this interview because this guy's been a Knicks fan forever. And we're going to ask him some questions about his Knicks. We're going to ask him some questions about acting. And, you know, all in all, just a good dude, man. And as he always says, man, he's a handsome guy, too. Dwayne was the only guy that always would be like, and I'm handsome. I never get that. And I'm good looking, too. No, anyway. How you been, man? How's it going? Everything all right?
Man, pretty good, man. Still on my high, man, you know. But everything been going good.
Hey, 53 years, you should be, bro. You should.
Oh, man.
So, hey, tell me about this shirt you have on, Nick's shirt, right? Tell me about it.
Well, it just shows the starting lineup of the champions, the NBA champions. You know, the MVP. You know, he was a good guy. I mean, I doubted him. I was a little upset when we got him, but he proved me wrong, and I could stand up and be the man to say I was absolutely wrong.
Okay.
But I discovered that about maybe 3 years ago. I said, you know what? This guy's pretty good.
Okay. All right. That is awesome. We are glad to hear. We're going to be talking to you about your career and your movies and all the movies you've done and what you've learned. And we're going to be talking with you about being a Knicks fan. So let's get into it.
Right.
First and foremost, let's get into your career and background, man. Tell me about you've played a range of characters across several independent films.
Yes.
What first inspired you to get into acting? Like, how old were you, and when did you know that you were like, you know what, I want to do this, man. I want to make movies. I want to get into this.
You know, growing up, I was always like entertaining, doing entertaining stuff, like trying to be on the stage, singing, dancing, and things of that nature. So it was always in me, but it was just never like, I do it for fun. I just laugh and joke and do it. But so me coming out of school, I was playing football at Bethune-Cookman, and I ended up getting hurt. So after school, I was just like, well, what are you gonna do now? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do, because my whole mindset was playing football.
Right.
So it was we was walking in the mall, me and a couple of my friends, and we used to goof off and play around, and so we'll laugh and joke and do like some Shakespeare stuff, and we were just like out loud, "Thou shalt not touch me." So we used to play around and do things like that. And we was in Shannon Mall inside in a Shannon Mall down in where is I can't think of where the mall is, but but
Yeah,
we was in yeah, we was in the mall, and this white lady walked up. We was playing around. This white lady walked up and said, "Hey, you ever thought about acting?" And I said, "No, I never really gave it no thought." And then she was like, "Oh, well, here's my card. If if you thinking about doing it, just give me a call."
Okay.
I said, "All right, sure."
Okay.
So time went by. I didn't even like pay it no mind because it wasn't on my mind.
Right.
So I used to wake up in the middle of the night to go like use the bathroom or whatever, and I used to see these commercials like, "Hey, you want to do acting classes?" Boom, 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 boom. So I just kept waking up in the middle of the night for a week straight, and these commercials would be on. So I was like, okay, I hear what you're saying. I hear you.
It was divine intervention. Okay. Okay.
So I called the lady, and I was just like, "Hey, how much this is gonna cost me?"
Okay.
She's like, "Oh, well, you being direct." I said, "Well, no. How much is it gonna cost?" She said, "Well, it won't cost you anything. Just come do the classes, whatever, finish the classes and let me work for you." And I was like, "Sure."
Okay.
Boom, finish the classes. And she started having me do like this Shakespeare stuff. Like, and it was cool, but I just wasn't comfortable with doing it.
Yeah.
So I, had a meeting with her. I was like, "Hey, can you get me into like some more like urban stuff?" And she's like, "Sure, I'll look for you something, and we'll give you a call when we find something." But I ain't heard from her since.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, hey, it's to each his own. I tell you what's funny. So I was in every school play growing up. I was in every church play. I was the lead in a lot of the plays. And how I got into it and what was funny about it was I was imitating my dad and my mom arguing one day. And my dad caught me and I was like, "Georgia, you've got one more time to say that to me." And Georgia, I was doing it like in the mirror. And I gotta be like 5 or 6 years old. No, I might have been 7. And my dad walked in on me and I was like, "Georgia, I'm not gonna tell you again. Woman, leave me alone." And he walked in, and the look on his face was like, "I don't know if I want to kill you or if I want to hug you, but let's see where this goes." Right. So he was the one to like get me in the plays, and he was the one to go over my lines with me. And it was funny. And I was in a lot of plays, I think almost through high school. And then one day I was singing, I was playing on some team, and the coach heard me and he was like, "Hey, you can't sing. You sound like the crack of my ass. Just stop it. You can't sing. Oh my God, I need some Jesus." And it crushed me, right? So I stopped, I stopped, I guess, going out for plays. I've always had the acting bug, but whatever. It's funny at how things and time can give you opportunities.
Yeah.
I love podcasting because to a certain extent I get to be me. There's a part of my personality that I get to put into that. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I wanted to be an actor for the longest of time. So I applaud the fact that you've had the ability to go after it and stick to it. But let's get into this, man. You've portrayed everything from law enforcement officers to bartenders and dramatic lead characters. How do you approach creating a unique personality for each role? And I guess what I'm asking is, do you approach it from the outside in or the inside out? Go ahead.
I kind of look at it from both ways. So I would go into looking at it how I would look at it and how I would want to be, how I see it. And then I go to the inside. So I do a lot of the type of characters that I'm gonna play. I look at a lot of different actors that have played similar roles,
Okay.
and I look at them. I try to put myself in that mindset, and then I create my own. So I'll create my own, and then I will go in the mirror and look at myself as I'm doing it and say, hey, what I want to see myself like, what I want to see this if I'm looking at this person in a movie. So I approach all my characters that way. So I try to look at them as, hey, how would I look at it and how would I see it? And then I go to the inside and say, okay, this is what this person's feeling or doing or thinking at this time.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: when the director says cut, right, and it's 5 o'clock or 10 o'clock or midnight or whatever, and you're off, do you leave your character there, or do you bring your character with you? And what I mean is, Chadwick Boseman, who played Black Panther, was a method actor. So when he played Black Panther, he was Black Panther for the entire time he was playing that. So if it was like 6 months, he was Black Panther when he went to work. He was Black Panther at home. When he was in Starbucks, he was Black Panther using the accent. Is that you, or are you like, nah, it's 5 o'clock, I'm going home?
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, it's not. That's not me. That's greatness. Doing that is greatness. Yeah, no, it takes me a minute to come down. So it's like while I'm changing or getting dressed or leaving to go, then I can take it down and down and down. But that whole day, when I walk up to the set, when I'm on the set, when I'm that character. So I don't even allow them to. They call me by that character every set.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's just for 6 months. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, bro, he did. You know who else was like that? Heath Ledger. So, as a matter of fact, when Heath Ledger played the Joker, he was the Joker the entire time, and it honestly took his life because he got so into that character that he took drugs to stay on that razor's edge. And be surprised at how many people get lost in the character that they're playing. So let me ask you this: I know when the cameras are rolling and you go home or whatever, but has there ever been a moment when you were like really in a character and you go home and your wife is like, "Honey, can you go to the store or whatever," and you answer in your character's voice like no or what, or something your character do? Has that ever happened to you where you got so into it for like a moment you just forgot? Or
I jokingly do it. I jokingly does it sometimes. So it's not automatic, but sometimes I jokingly do it. So it hasn't like happened for real, but jokingly, yeah. I've done that. I've done that a few times. And it's like, yeah, all right.
okay. So let me ask you this: which role challenged you the most as an actor, and what made it so difficult?
It was my role on A Chosen Hope.
Okay.
I was a abuser.
Okay. And that's opposite. That's totally opposite of you.
Totally opposite. And the director was like, man, I think you can do it. Like, I really think you can do it. And I was like, really?
Yeah. Okay.
And she was like, yeah, I really believe you can do it. Like, so I had to, I watched a couple of films.
What did you watch? What did you watch specifically to get into that role?
What it was actually What's love got to do with it?
I'm only trying to help. Anime. Anime. If you die, I'm gonna kill you. Kill you. You die, I'm gonna kill you, anime.
So I watched that a couple of times, and just to see like what he did to get himself there. Like what was some things that triggered him in the movie that maybe I can use to take away um or run with. So I did, and I found that piece, and I was just like with the female actor I was working with. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. like like before they said action, I said, look, I am sorry. Okay. This is this is not me. I am sorry, okay? And she said, it's okay, it's okay. And we went in there and did it, and she was like, wow. Wow. You didn't tell me you was gonna grab my face. You didn't tell me you was gonna grab my face.
Oh, wow. I didn't know all of that was in there. Yeah. I mean, but sometimes it'll take you there. So is it easier for you to play guys that you don't like or don't connect with, or guys that you really do like and don't want to misportray what they do? Which is more difficult for you?
I actually like to play opposite of myself because that challenged me. It's easy to play somebody that's like me. Okay. It's easy to play a good guy, not an angry person or something like that. That's really easy to do because that's my normal personality. So when I have to stretch it, and like in a group home, I played a mental challenge guy that just had mental issues. It was a comedy. Yeah, Sam. It was a comedy. Right. However, I still had like mental issues, so I had to go somewhere else to kind of, figure out how I was going to do this.
How did you research that character and that role? How did you do that?
Radio.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sam wasn't that intent of radio.
Right. He wasn't that far on the spec. I got it.
Yeah, but it was just like a bipolar. So it's like he's snapping like every time. He's just like snapping for no reason, or things of that nature, or happy, or like stuff like that.
Okay.
So it was just finding my edge and making it my own, and say, okay, this what I think Sam would do, or this is what I think, at the time, at those times, that's what I was thinking.
I got you. Okay. You played Jaden Smith in Love and Success. What attracted you to Jaden, and what aspects of his journey resonated with you personally?
Well, at that time, it was it was basically like he was the type of he was black. He had his friends. He was successful, and he did it in a way that wasn't traditional. So he was at school with both of his friends. Both his friends was very successful. One was a famous actor. The other one was a big time athlete. And Jaden was just a regular entrepreneur. Okay. And he had a kid. He had to drop out of school, and then he ended up going back and finishing. And then he came out and opened up a restaurant that was successful. So that's a lot of the stronger black men. They have stories like that. um, they had to handle business and then come back
Right.
and handle business.
Right. Right. Right.
So that was very attractive to me. I was just like, yeah, this is it right here. This could be me.
Okay. Who are some of your favorite actors and some of the roles they've played? And just give me a few, you know.
I mean, of course, Denzel is probably everybody's favorite.
Okay. Okay.
Everybody's favorite. I love Will Ferrell. I love his comedies. He's like one of the people that I would love to work with. Like he's hilarious.
He is hilarious, man. These are my kids, Falkland, Texas Ranger. Breakfast is for winter, Daddy. Breakfast is for winter.
And
I love Will Ferrell, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You're first, you're last.
And, let's see. Of course, Samuel. I mean, I feel like Samuel is like. I feel like I can learn a lot from him. Like
He's
just
the GOAT, man.
just his journey of everything that he does. Those are a few of my favorite ones. Like that, I would like love to work with. Like
All right.
just before anything, I would like, yeah. I don't care. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. You have to guess the movie that this is from, okay?
Okay.
All right. And you said Denzel, Will Ferrell, and Samuel Jackson, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. Let me get into character. Okay. Now, normally, you MFers would be dead as fried chicken. But lucky for you today, I don't want to hurt you. I want to help you. But I done been through too much today to give what's in this bag to your dumb ass. Now reach in that bag and get it. Well, which one is it? It's the one with bad MFer on it. Okay, now you see what's in there? That's a really good score for you. All right. Now look at her. Tell her to chill. Chill, baby, chill. What are we gonna be? We're gonna be Fonzie. And what is Fonzie? Fonzie's cool. You gotta give me the movie.
That's Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes, it is.
What is the name of the movie?
He was in it with John Travolta. It was Tarantino's film. Starts with a P. All right. It's Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. I halfway don't want to do the next one, but I'm gonna do it. Did you put your blank on my drum? Yes, I did put my blank on your drum.
That's Will Ferrell. That's that brother.
Yes. So what movie?
I love. There's that brothers.
That's Step Brothers. Yeah.
Step Brothers. I love.
Oh my God.
That
Oh, that was the greatest.
I love that movie. I love that movie. That is probably one of, I could watch that movie over and over and over again.
Bro, I can't believe we really did it. Like, I'd have to get a new drum set after that, man. We'd have to fight. I'm not gonna tell you what he said on the YouTube, but it was funny. All right, last one. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. I gotta get in the character. Okay. You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a block, you run a mile. You fumble my football, and I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts.
That's Remember the Titans.
Yes. And who is it?
Denzel.
There you go. Okay. All right. There you go. All right. So you played Officer One in Bruh, Where My Phone, a smaller role.
Yeah.
How do you balance bringing authenticity to a smaller role while still making an impact on the story?
Well, it was more of a comedy. So basically, I was the aggressive cop. asking all the questions, yoking a person up. So going into that, it was just basically like I'm gonna do what I feel, not necessarily what the cops do, but how I feel that they do, and the funny stuff that we kind of us as black people, we see it, and then we'd be like, that's kind of crazy. That's crazy. So that's how I went into that. I looked in it like, yeah, this I'm gonna do the stuff that we be saying that they be doing, but they don't really do, but we say that they do.
Right.
So that's how I looked into that. Like, and it just try to make it a little funny and laughter and stuff like that. So
okay, that's fair. In Thirsty in a Red Dress, as the bartender, you observed much of the story unfolding around your character. What was your favorite part on working on that film? And what's it like to be a bartender? I've always wanted to be a bartender. You know, what's that like?
Well, this is we was doing it in this small pizza bar, and it was fun. It was seeing a guy that resembles the picture that they paint of Jesus.
Okay.
You know, I said the picture that they paint as Jesus.
I got you. I'm picking it up. Right.
So that was and I'm in the bar serving Jesus. I'm in the bar. Well, I was closing up the bar that Jesus was walking into.
Wow.
So, being a bartender is it's fun because like you're not really serving like drinks, so I can just grab bottles and just act like I'm just pouring and mixing. I don't know what the hell I was doing, but I was just pouring and mixing like how I see a bartender. Just can I have this? Yeah, sure.
Sure. Shake it up. You know what I mean? Drop the ice. So this guy was playing Jesus. What did Jesus have to drink?
Oh, he actually didn't drink. The person the person he was coming to visit was drinking. So
okay.
The person he was, but you know, Jesus walking into a bar is like, okay,
that's a bad joke somewhere. Okay, I get it. So look, when you saw the script and you saw that, were you like, whoa, what are we? We got to talk about this, or like, did you just go like, what was that like?
Well, it was a message. It was a message behind it. Actually, it was a pastor that actually cast me to actually do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just the message that he was portraying to get through, I guess, to his people and things of that nature. So it was okay. It was pretty humbled and let's get this shot. Let's do this shot. So it wasn't nothing too crazy. It just sound crazy, but it wasn't nothing too crazy.
I mean, I'm a pastor's kid, so I'd be like, what? Like, you know what I mean? I can see my mama now. I did not raise you. Oh, I did not raise you to do this. Terry James Wilson, because whenever I mess up, it was like, Terry James Wilson, I did not raise you to do that. Okay, you know, it's funny. It's funny, like when your parents come to live with you, how sometimes you can turn into the kid. Like this is when my mom was still alive. This had to be like 10 years ago, and my son did something, and I checked him, and I was like, "Boy, you get upstairs." And my mom was like, "Now, Terry, you know Zach, come here and sit down. Now, Terry, you know you way overreacted because you did so much worse when you were a kid." And for like a second, Dwayne, I swear to you, I wanted to go upstairs and stomp in my room like, Mom, no, Mom, no. And I had to catch myself like, wait a minute, I'm grown. I had to check myself, man. But anyway, let me ask you this. Working on independent films, it requires that actors wear multiple hats. Like you're
Yeah,
probably doing something with an independent film that
yeah.
if you were on a bigger film with a bigger budget, you wouldn't do. Talk about what that's like.
It's a learning experience. I feel like it puts you on both sides. So I know I'm not gonna have this pretty face forever. So
I did it again. I knew you were gonna. Yeah, you know what? You know what? You know what? Hey man, hey, I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do that. This is for you, bro. I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do that. Now, watching this interview, you're like, what the hell just happened?
so
Hey,
so
back to work together. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna have this pretty face forever. So. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
or maybe I will, you know, but
You
anyway.
never know.
But
Okay.
so but it's good because you learn in all aspects of the business. So you know, you're learning behind the camera, you're learning how to hold a mic, where to hold a mic. That holding a mic is that's a tough job. Like
Okay.
I would never want to, like I everybody that holds the mic, I talked to them for a long time. I spent a lot of time with them because that's a hard job. I mean, you have to sit there and hold a mic. Sometimes you got to hold it up like this for like 4 minutes for a whole scene.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
Man, I could not do that.
That's a boom operator, right?
Yes, that's
yeah.
oh man. But it's just learning a lot. A lot of the black film, we don't get the budget. We don't get the kind of budget that we need. So I mean, it's all hands, moving cameras, setting up sets. It's a lot. So, but you learn. You learn.
Yeah.
And then if you do happen to get on a bigger set, then you'll see that it ain't as hard or it ain't as much work because they have people paid to set the set up. You got people paid. Only thing you do is walk in, do your scene, and leave.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there a dream role or genre or type of character that you haven't played that you would relish the opportunity to play?
Maybe a lawyer. It was a doctor, but I just got booked to play a doctor, so I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna conquer that role.
Okay.
But maybe a important lawyer, like a lead lawyer or something like that, and something of that nature. That's probably one of my top roles where I'm like the lead lawyer and I'm the lead guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Is there a performance that you can think of by any of the actors that you name or some that you didn't name that like still give you goosebumps to this day every time you watch it? Like just give me a performance, one movie where you saw this guy and you're like, oh my God.
It has to be Denzel Training Day. That last scene, like I saw so many different. I saw so many different. Like I saw Denzel talk about it. I saw the director talk about it, and none of that was in the scene.
So that was all improvised.
All improvised.
Okay.
All improvised.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
He all that Montanical Bay, and I'm putting cases on all of you. That was the only thing in there.
Okay.
And he was like, "You guys turning on me after all I did for you."
Yeah.
But that right there, every time I see it, I lock in on it. I lock in on it. I was just like, yeah, That was to improv that was crazy. To like how his mind went there.
Yeah.
Like how his mind went there to feel all of that at that particular moment. He felt everything that was happening in the movie, and he let it all out right there. That was beautiful.
Yeah, he truly felt above the law, man. He truly felt like he could do anything, and
oh
they
man,
would have the audacity to hold his feet to him. Yeah, he let it go.
and you know what? Another one that holds me too. That you remember Different World?
Yeah.
You remember the scene where Dwayne Wayne broke up, Kadeem Hardison broke up Jasmine yeah.
Yeah.
They said all of that, like that's one of the scenes that like I'm like, wow, I want to do that. Like I want to break up somebody's wedding and
okay, so when he shows up, yeah, you know what? That was a great scene. Ain't it interesting? That show is coming back to Netflix.
Yeah.
Where Kadeem and Whitley and all of them are part of the staff now because they're a few years older than me, so that tracks. But that's coming back in a few months. But that was let me tell you something. Anybody our age group, I think you're a little bit younger than me, but that was a moment. That was a moment in history when Dwayne showed up, because I think I was at somebody's campus when we watched that. And the crowd erupted like, "Oh my god!" Like, and that was that. Let me tell you something, man. That was great. That was great. So,
that's one of the favorite scenes.
That was a good one. That was a good one. So for me, scenes that give me goosebumps: Jack Nicholson and A Few Good Men. Who's gonna do it, Lieutenant Weinberg? You weep for this country. You have the right. You have the right of not knowing what I know. That my presence, while repulsive and incomprehensible, saves lives. Like, just that entire dialogue gives me goosebumps. And then in Avengers Endgame, when oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps now. When Captain America, he's probably like, oh my god, Avengers. But no, seriously, when Thanos, Captain America is imbued with the power of Thor's hammer, and he is giving it to Thanos.
Yeah.
And Thanos comes back and all of a sudden just starts whooping up on Captain America. Tony's all but down. Iron Man is all but down. Thor's all but down. And all of the forces from Thanos, because that's just like the devil. The devil don't attack you when you're strong. He attacks you when you're weak. All of his forces descend upon the Avengers compound, and Cap looks at him and he says, I can do this all day. And his mask is half ripped off, and in his ear you hear, hey, Cap, on your left. And you see Black Panther and all of his soldiers walk through that portal. And then you see Falcon fly through that. And then you see all of the Avengers. Bro, oh my God. And they walk through there. And they're all looking at Cap. And Cap has this look like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
and then it's like, Avengers assemble. Oh my God. Now, I got goosebumps now. Like that. To me, that's what acting is. If you can make somebody feel what you're feeling in that moment, that's what acting is. I still remember, oh God, it's a long time ago, but when the Color Purple first came out on video, young folks, on when we watched it in the VCR, that's my daddy used to say, the VCR, we watched it. I remember when Celie, and I forget her, and Nettie, when Nettie comes back from Africa and she's got her kids and she's like, Celie, Nettie, and they start doing this and they have tears in their eyes. And I'm in front of my two older cousins, and everything in me is like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. And tears are like streaming down my cheeks because it's so emotional. And if you've never seen The Color Purple, I'm not talking about the one they redid, but the original one.
The original one, yeah.
That is a moment, man. That is a moment. Talk about, has there ever been a moment like that for you in a performance that you watched where like you didn't want to cry, but like tears just came? Like for me, it was Color Purple. Fruitvale Station, and I can think of, but can you think of one where you were like, oh my god,
that Fruitvale Station?
yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god!
yeah, yeah.
That was definitely one. Right off the back, let me see. That had me there.
Yeah. Where you couldn't
Uh,
help it. Like you just like again, I'm in front of my older cousins and I'm really trying not to. And it's like your mama said, "Do you better not cry?" And then you just see the tears just streaming down your cheeks, and you trying to just hold on, like, like it was that sort of experience. Has there ever been a performance that you watched, or even better, has there ever been a script that you read where you got into it and maybe it evoked that emotion from you?
um, I haven't. Like Fruitville, that was one that really got me there. Another one that I can't think of the name of it, but what is the name of it?
Who's in it?
It was based in Jersey City. It was what's the lady from 227, the daughter.
Ake or Marla Gibbs?
No, the daughter. Who was the daughter in 227? She was in I can't think of her name. She was in
She's got the light eyes. I know she's
yeah.
Brenda Jenkins, Regina King.
Regina King.
Okay.
It was a Netflix show that she had. I can't think of the name of it, but it was based out of Jersey City, where I'm from, and her son had got hit on a bike.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
Her and her husband.
Yes.
Yes. What's the name of that show? 7 Seconds.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
That was
hard, bro. That
yeah,
that was hard. That was hard to watch.
That was that was probably one of the ones that like I was just like, oh my god, because it just took me there like for my sons and the way I would feel, and that was probably the one that I really could not contain myself.
Right.
Most of the stuff like Fruitville, I was kind of almost containing, but that still kind of almost got me there. But that one, I could not contain myself.
Yeah,
I just
that's a good one. That is a good one. I thank you for that. That is a good one, man. When the audience looks back at your body of work years from now, what do you hope they say about D Cottle as an actor and a storyteller?
I just hope they feel that I gave everything. Like, I gave everything. I truly was trying to entertain them and bring the story to life. That's what I want them to see.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the heartbreaking stuff, man. Let's get into the fun stuff. Okay. So, in both Twisted Love and Therapy for Therapy, you portrayed devoted husbands who experience betrayal from their wives. How did you approach bringing that emotional pain, heartbreak, and vulnerability to these characters while still making them relatable to audiences? And let's get into that, because that's not easy. So just give me your thoughts on that. How did you do that?
Well, I going through a divorce is tough. So taking in all those emotions of me going through a divorce, I kind of put that into there. So Twisted Love, I was blind to it.
Okay.
I had friends that saw it and they understood that I was a good person, so they didn't know how to break it to me.
Okay.
Therapy for Therapy, my wife was she was crazy. She was crazy. I was off being a good husband and working hard, trying to build
Provide.
provide, build do things so that we could build a family. And she had other things in mind. She wanted to gain her independence in a way of murder.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Whoa.
So
Okay.
so yeah, so that's how. But yeah, going back through to divorce and things of that nature, those kind of helped me to get to those places. Twisted Love, I was crying for real, and the girl was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know you was gonna have the tears in your eyes." I was like, yeah, some of that stuff was hitting home.
Okay.
But
So it resonated with you.
yeah, Twisted Love will be out. I think September, October. So yeah, that's a good watch. There's gonna be a part 2 to that as well. So we're about to work on part 2 of that.
Okay. All right. Now, what are the biggest differences in the character for you specifically in Twisted Love and Therapy for Therapy? I know you talked about the similarities, but what are the differences between the two characters?
The difference, I feel like in Twisted Love, James was uh, James was more of a I wanna build my life. I want to set the ducks in a row
Okay.
for everything to be this way.
Okay.
Like you got a beautiful wife, and you want to set things
Right.
so that you guys are good. So we was building. And
Okay.
in Twisted Love, I'm sorry, in Therapy for Therapy, um, he was already Darren was already established, but he got a promotion, a traveling promotion. So he was good and he was ready to have his family. He was ready right now, but his wife wasn't. So
Okay.
that was an argument between them. Like, hey,
Gotcha.
you said we have a family. Where James was like, okay, I want to build to this.
Yeah.
I want this now. Like, we got to do this now.
Right. Right. And that's interesting. That happens with couples. Where you meet somebody and you guys are in line and in sync and you make this plan, and then 4 or 5 however many years later, it's like one person is committed to it and the other person's like, I don't. That happens a lot.
Yeah,
that happens more than you think. So yeah. Okay. Well, we've gotten to know. I feel like we've gotten to know Dwayne the actor. We got about 15 minutes left. Let's get into these Knicks, man. So